I love starting with some refrigerated biscuits or cinnamon rolls in the oven. Anything that comes in a canister, I love it. It's that pop for me. What we're going to do is take out every single one of these cinnamon rolls. You got to watch them, though. They are real tricky coming out of the can. Sometimes they're a little bit unruly. We're going to make sure we get all of these rolled back into rolls, get them all nice and even, because this one comes out a little bit diagonal. You got to watch them like that. Get them all set and sorted. And you're going to stack them once you get them all figured out again. Like I said, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where one ends and the next one begins. But we want to make sure that we've got all that beautiful cinnamon and sugar just kind of wrapped together and put in each one of these little pinwheels, okay? Now, I've used the regular old Walmart brand, but sometimes folks want to use the Pillsbury. Those work just as well. And you see that beautiful little packet of icing that I've got right there on the cutting board? We're going to save that for later. It's going to come into play whenever we get finished doing what we're doing with these cinnamon rolls first. Wonderful. I've got these last two. Going to set those right. There we are. Good. Now the first thing we're going to be doing is chopping these up into quarters. So I'm going to take my knife and we're going to go ahead and put that to work. Just like I do. You'll see me do this with some biscuits before, just to make sure whenever we need like a crust for a chicken pot pie or something like that, these make a really easy way of doing it, especially with like a canned biscuit or a canned cinnamon roll. You don't have to spend nearly as much time trying to put these together. You got to be a little tricky though. Sometimes that blade can get in the way, especially if you're filming it. And see me pulling it through really slowly. That way it doesn't get stuck on the knife. Sometimes that cinnamon and sugar makes sure it can be very sticky whenever you're trying to cut them like that. So you got to kind of maneuver it just so. That sliding motion helps to keep all that together. Beautiful. Now that we've got all four of these, each one of those was stacked into 2 cinnamon rolls, and we just cut them into quarters. Super, super simple. Now I'm going to bring in my, I love these. They are silicone. They're not metal, which I love. Now, for me, I'm wondering how in the world these things keep together in the oven. I've been suspicious of these forever, but I did buy a set of 3 off Amazon for like $20. And I am just amazed at how well these work. So if you can't tell, what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and use all those quarters and just stack them in here, because we're going to be making what they call a pull-apart or monkey bread with cinnamon rolls that we just got right out of the refrigerator section. You bake those according to the directions right there on the pan, and 9 times out of 10 it'll come out all in one spot. But you can't always depend on it. It's made to break apart, so if it comes apart a little bit whenever you put it out on the dish, it's not a huge deal. It's not the end of the world. But if you can make it in one piece, that's even better. Now we're going to take that icing packet, we're going to nip off one little corner of that, and we're literally just going to drizzle it all over this. So instead of having a set of 8 cinnamon rolls for breakfast, what we've got is a beautiful pull-apart, kind of finger food fun breakfast for the family. My kids absolutely love this. They have such a wonderful time with it. They love putting their hands in everything, and this is no different. Super sweet, delicious, done in no time. It might take like 17 to 20 minutes altogether with prep time and baking. Eat up, y'all. Enjoy.
Yes, please.